Hi guys, today we're taking the Power BI dashboard we crafted in the previous video to the next level by further optimizing it for mobile viewing. I'll guide you through the process of seamlessly toggling between dark and day modes, and we'll even jazz up our dashboard with a detailed list feature that magically appears with just rotating your phone. But hey, before we dive in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. We have got tons of advanced data science and business intelligence projects lined up for you. Now, grab a cup of coffee, sit back and watch. So guys, this is the dashboard we created in the previous video, part 1 of this project. If you haven't seen it, you'll find a link in the description. So we created those 4 KPIs cards with a date filter, and if we switch to mobile view, we have placed them on top of each other. Now we will work on having the dark and day mode. Let's start by renaming this to day. So we have this page day. We'll duplicate this now and we'll name it dark. So the first thing we want to do here is to change the background, make it darker, and then we'll change the formatting a little bit to make those cards more visible for dark mode. So let's go to format report page, canvas background, and we'll change it to black, and we set the transparency at 15 for example. That looks good. You can see now we don't see the values because they are in black. Now let's format one of them and copy for the other cards. We can remove the extra ones. So we'll work on formatting this card. We'll start by changing the conditional formatting for the title. Format your visual, go to general, title, and from background conditional formatting we click on it, and we can change the colors here. We'll make the green lighter, also the red will make it lighter, and we'll change the black here to white. So now we have the color changed. Click OK. We can see now it's better. Here the green. Let's also change the text color for the title from general, title, and we make the text color to be black. That looks better. Now let's work with the values. The same idea, we just need to update the values from here. We'll change the color to white, so now it's visible, and we can also change the label. We make it a bit lighter. Let's also select, we'll change the planned, make it lighter. This is better, and we'll apply the same conditional formatting we applied to the title for the actual value. So you select the series to be actual and you update the colors here just like before. Here we go, click OK. Now it's changed. Now let's close the values and go to the reference labels. We can select them all first and change the color from here. You can see now the values are visible, and also for titles we use the same color. So here we go, we have the colors updated. The last thing I want to do here is to change the conditional formatting for this label. For the actual, just follow the same, select the actual and select the label, and here for value, conditional formatting, and we apply the same colors. Here we go, we have the formatting ready. Just click OK. Now we have this card is formatted for the profit. All we need to do now is to copy this for the other KPIs and apply the filters. So just select this one. Let me activate the selection. As you can see, it's a group. It contains the card and the chart or the background trend line. I'll copy both. So here we go, it's copied. Let's open it. Select first the card, update the filter. Now we filter it for revenue. You can see everything is updated, and we do the same thing for the chart or the trend line. Use revenue. but you can see it's filtered because this slicer is filtering it for one date. So we need to disable the interaction by clicking on none here. So here we go. We have the new trend line for the revenues showing. And now we can rename this group to revenue. Now we need to copy it 2 more times for the other 2 KPIs and update the filters. Here we go. We have our cards ready. Now we need to add the buttons or the toggle buttons between the dark mode and the day mode. Now for the toggle buttons, we'll add one for the day and one for the dark page, but we need to get the icons first. You can simply do this in PowerPoint. I just usually use the icons from here. We just search, for example, for day. So we can use this icon, insert, and we need one more for night or dark. Search for night, for example. We can use this one. So now we have the 2 icons. Maybe you can change the colors if you like. From graphic fill, you can change the color. Maybe we select this one, and for this one we'll keep it black. So this will appear in the dark page, this will appear on the day page. All you need to do now is to save those images. Just right click, save as picture. Just make sure to save type as PNG. So this is for the day, save, and you also save the other one. Now we can go back to Power BI and import those images. So in Power BI, you go to the Insert tab. From Images, you start by the day. So we have the first icon. We can format it a little bit. From General, Effect, we add shadow, make it white, inside, center. So this will give it a button-like feel. And now from image we can add action to this image. It will act as a button. So the action we want to create is a navigation between the pages. So keep this selected, turn on the action and select page navigation and select the day. So now the button is set up. You can also from actions change the tooltip, like switch to day mode. And we need to do the same thing for the day page, but importing the other image. Here we go. We just format it the same way. This time we'll keep it as black, the shadow, and we'll keep it inside in the center. And we go back to image and set up the action, page navigation, and we select to go to the other page. Now we have it ready. We can set up the mobile layout. Starting by the day, we have everything set up, but we can move everything down to place the icon. For example, you can place it here and we just minimize it. So now we can move this further down till here, and we just move all the other cards. Here we go. We have the first one ready. Now let's switch to dark and do the same. As you can see in the dark, we lost all the other visuals because we deleted them. So you need to place them again and do the same, just like what we have done in the previous video. So that's it. We have everything set up as expected. Now we want to create a detailed page. So whenever you rotate your mobile, you should see a detailed list of all the previous months. Here you can see only for 3 months, but our data is available for 24 months. So if you want to see all the months, you can just rotate your screen and you'll see the full list. To do this, let's go to the day page, do it here first, then we apply the same for the dark. We need to go back to the desktop layout. The first thing you need to do here is to hide all of these visuals. But if you hide them from selection, like, you will stop seeing them also in the mobile. They will be hidden from the mobile too. What we need to do is to keep them visible, but we'll add a layer on top of them. So let's go to Insert tab, and you can select shape. We just pick rectangle, and we just place it on the top, covering the entire page. And from formatting, we can change the style, the color, to the same color of the background, white. So now all we need to do is to place a matrix on top of this rectangle. So you just select the matrix visual from here, and you put it for the entire screen. Let's start to feed the data to it. From the KPI table, we start by adding the date in the rows. Remove the hierarchy, just show it as date. The first thing you notice here, it's filtered for one date because we have a slicer, the date slicer, so we need to prevent the interaction with the date slicer. To do this, just select from the selection here, select the date, go to Format, Edit Interaction, and select None to prevent interaction. So now we see all the dates, all the available dates, as you can see here. Let's start adding the other data. Let's add the KPI name also in the rows. So we can expand this now, so we can see the 4 KPIs showing for each of the dates. Let's add the value fields. So we'll add first the arrow, the values, then we can add the actual value and the planned, the actual percentage, the difference between the actual and planned in percentage. And now we add for the previous months, starting by the actual previous month, then the planned previous month, and finally the actual percentage previous month. We can rename the fields. The arrow will name it change, as in change direction. The actual, we just rename it to actual without the sum of. Same for the planned. And for the actual percentage, we just call it variance, for example. So here we go, we have all the fields. We can switch the order to descending. From more options here, sort by, we select date, and then we make sure it's sort descending, so we can see the latest month on the top, and as you scroll down you can see the earlier months. Now we can format this matrix a little bit. So this is after formatting this matrix, and I applied the conditional formatting for the actual field using the same color coding we applied for the cards. So we have the detailed matrix for the day is set up. Now we can simply copy the matrix and the shape and use them for the dark. So here we go, I have both of them selected. Just copy, and I just paste here. Of course, I need to apply the formatting again and remove the interaction with the slicer by changing the rectangle background color and changing all the colors for the values and the conditional formatting. So here we go, I have the detailed matrix for the dark mode is ready. So that's all we need to do. Now if you switch to the mobile layout, you don't see the detailed matrix showing here because I haven't placed it. It's only available in the desktop layout, and this desktop layout is exactly what you will see when you rotate the mobile screen. When you rotate your mobile screen, it will switch from mobile layout to desktop layout. So there is nothing else you need to do. So now let's publish this dashboard and see how it looks on the mobile screen. So now we can access this dashboard from Power BI mobile app and see how it looks like. So this is the dashboard we just published. If you haven't used the Power BI mobile app before, have a look on the previous video. I covered how to set it up and access your workspace. As you can see here, you can scroll down to see all the KPIs and use the filters. And you can see the button to switch the mode. For the dark mode, if you click on it, it will switch to dark mode, as you can see here. And now let's test the detailed view. All you need to do now is just to rotate your screen, and you can see it automatically switch to desktop layout, and you can see the detailed list of KPIs for all the months. If you rotate it back, it goes back to the mobile layout. And that's it. We finished the customization of this dashboard for mobile viewing. Now you have a dashboard that is fully customized and optimized for your mobile screen. If you found a value of what we covered in this project, hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments below. New here, make sure to subscribe to this channel to stay updated with amazing business intelligence and data science projects. Until next time, peace.